Hi everyone, welcome to the Wallaby Walkabout. My name is Bailey and I'm one of the Australia keepers. We're here for an update with Matilda and her joey Gidgee. Gidgee is about 6 months old now. She started poking her head out of the pouch at the end of June. By the middle of August, she started exploring the yard. If you're in the Wallaby Walkabout early in the mornings, you're probably gonna get a chance to see her out and about. So Gidgee has started to eat all sorts of different things. She's mostly just taste testing stuff right now. She's still drinking a lot of mom's milk, but anything that mom lets her share, she's trying to eat a little bit of it. She'll usually nibble on it, kind of taste test it, and then spit it out. As the weeks go by, she's gonna explore more and more foods on her own. We're noticing more and more of a personality with Gidgee. She's very interactive with our guests and with our staff. She's really people friendly. She loves to come up and sniff shoes. She's also been taste testing shoelaces lately. Matilda's a great mother. She's actually doing a really good job. This is her first joey in her pouch, so we were interested to see how she was going to change behaviorally for us, but she's actually just as interactive as always.
Hi everybody, my name is Courtney Rogers. I'm one of the keepers here in Rocky Mountain Wild, and I'm hanging out with our mountain lion kittens today. So we've got 3 mountain lion kittens that live here in this exhibit with our adult female, Kaya. They're not related, so the kittens are all part of one litter, but they were orphans from Washington State. And Kaya, who's 13 years old, she's just been taking care of them, hanging out with them quite a bit, and it's been really fun watching them grow. So our kittens, there are 3 of them, like I said, and their names are Sitka, Sequoia, and Adira. And these little guys are just growing like weeds. They have almost gotten to be about half the size of Kaya. So when you see them, they're all together sharing space. Oftentimes they're cuddling in a pile together inside of their caves. So you can kind of see how big the babies have gotten compared to a fully grown mountain lion. We think that they were born sometime around April 17th. So pretty soon here, we'll be coming up on their 5th month birthday, and they definitely are reaching a lot of milestones. We've been seeing a lot of running and jumping and playing, lots of climbing of trees. We are here at Wolfwoods checking out our other baby of the summer, little Uno. He's our Mexican wolf, and he was the only pup born in his litter to Luna. He was born in April as well, so he is almost 5 months, just like the mountain lion babies. And Uno, if you haven't seen him recently, you should really come check him out. He is just absolutely massive. He's growing very quickly, and he is actually almost as big as his sisters, who are a little over a year at this point. So that's pretty incredible. A great way to tell Uno apart from his siblings is that his face is a lot darker than everybody else's. So he really takes more after dad in coloration. And if you look kind of right above his nose and underneath his eyes, he's got more black and dark brown on the top of his head and more white on the bottom. And then his tail is also really dark in color. As far as personality goes, it's been really fun to see Uno interact with his siblings. We're really glad that we had Uno so that we could actually have our older wolf puppies get that experience of what it's like to raise up a pup of their own. That's how a wolf pack in the wild would be made up, with some adults who would have about 2 litters of puppies. The first litter would get that great life experience of how to take care of the baby. Uno is the only pup that was born in his litter this last year, and people ask us all the time, is that normal to only have 1 puppy? They typically have anywhere between 1 and 6 pups. But they can have more. There have been wolves that have had up to, I think, 8 puppies, which is pretty incredible. And then having 1 is definitely not something that's uncommon. They have 1 as well. And what that means for Uno is that all of the milk was for him. So we think that's probably one of the reasons that he has grown so big so quickly.
Hi everyone. My name is Michelle, and I am the lead keeper here in the Monkey Pavilion area at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. And we are super excited because we have a new baby sloth in our building. Our Hoffman's two-toed sloth family, Chalupa and Bosco, are doing great taking care of almost 4-month-old baby Bean. So we keep referring to Bean as a he or a she because we don't actually know the gender of the baby yet. And we probably won't find out for many more months. So it's a little more challenging to figure out if a sloth is a boy or a girl compared to a human baby. So we're gonna wait until baby needs their first exam, and then when we have them up with our vet team, we'll be able to tell if they are a boy or a girl then, but we're not in a super big hurry to find out. Now you guys are seeing a really good look at how they hang upside down by those fingernails. Out in the wild, you would find Hoffman's two-toed sloths in South and Central America, and they hang upside down in trees. And so you can see how little Bean is already practicing hanging upside down by his or her fingernails on that rope right in there with the crate. And he or she will learn a lot from Chalupa as they get older, and we're hoping that Chalupa can actually teach Bean to go all the way outside to our sloth tree for our sloth show. But we are really looking forward to doing more training with little Bean here. Soon we'll have them out of the crate and in the public area, and we'll be able to start some more formal training. Here in our area, we have black howler monkeys, and we are pretty excited that we have a new addition to our howler monkey family, little baby Louie. So he is doing great living with mom Charlie and dad Howie. So baby Louie is almost 6 months old now, and he is getting bigger and bigger. You'll notice that he is still the same color as his mom, Charlie, and he'll stay that color probably until he's almost 3 years old. And then because he's a boy, he'll begin to turn black and get much bigger than his mom. So Louie, Howie, and Charlie are all participants in our positive reinforcement training program that we have here in Monkey Pavilion. So as a baby, he is just learning the basics right now. So he's learning to move from one room to another with his family. He's learning to approach the keepers to get special treats. And eventually we'll start doing a little bit more formal training, doing things like a target where we might have a stick with a small ball on the end that he has to touch to get a treat. And then we can develop that into more complex behaviors as time goes on. The first behavior he ever learned was to sit on a scale so we can figure out how big he's getting because he's growing every day.
Hi everybody, my name is Amy and I'm one of the senior lead keepers for the African Rift Valley section of the zoo, and I work with our giraffe herd. And as you might know, we have a cute little baby giraffe named Viv, who was born on July 6th of this year. She plays around and runs around at top speed. She'll cruise around mostly the south section of our yard. It's where she feels the most comfortable. She likes to run around and interact with people a lot. So if you guys are coming to our zoo, she has started to come up and investigate people and their fingers, take some lettuce from guests. So she's starting to eat lettuce and grain and alfalfa. She still drinks from her mom. That's the majority of her diet, but she's starting to sample other things here and there. One of her most favorite things are tree branches, or what we call browse. She really likes that. We've been able to actually get her to move around the yard with keepers by feeding her browse. So she's starting her training already. She's only 2 months old and she's already starting to be a part of our training program, which has been really fun. Mostly right now we're working on shifting. When Viv was born, she was about 6 feet tall. She was a little bit taller than me. When I stand next to her now, she towers over me. So we're guessing that she's about 7.5 or 8 feet tall. It's not really medically necessary for us to get a height or a weight on her right now. She looks super healthy, so that's all we're worried about. And yeah, we're working on training that. And when she's ready to go onto a scale, we'll get a weight on her. But until she's taking a lot of food from us, we're gonna just let her grow and be healthy. Viv was named a little bit over a month ago on her 1-month birthday. She got her name, and it's really special to our zoo for a couple of different reasons. She has a 3-letter name, which all of her sisters do as well. So her sisters Emmy and Ray were both 3 letters. So we wanted to stick with that tradition. Her name means to live or be lively, revive, things like that. So it was a really good name for us, especially after everything with Penny. It was a good sign for us that we were going to have a nice healthy giraffe calf.
Hello everybody, my name is Philip. I'm an animal keeper here in African Rift Valley, and I'm going to be giving you guys an update on our meerkat pups that were born right here in this exhibit on August 22nd of this year. These 5 pups were born to their mom, Dusty, and their dad, Kamikaze, but luckily for mom and dad, they're not the only ones who have to help raise them. They're in here with all of their siblings, and their siblings are going to help to make sure that these pups aren't getting into any trouble, which basically means that they're going to make sure that they're doing the things that a meerkat should do. Now this would entail digging burrows, which is one thing we've actually seen these pups start to try and do recently, as well as eating delicious cockroaches, which their siblings have often been seen bringing them half-eaten cockroaches so that they can practice being good hunters.